What's going on, everyone? It's Mike back again, and Everton have just beaten Brighton 2-0 at the Amex, and it was by far the best performance I'd probably say I've seen from Everton this year. Even, from January onwards, I thought it was a really good performance. We could have scored bags of goals. I mean, there was a couple of times we'll talk about, but there was a few times where we were in 2v2, 1v1. There was a lot of good football from Everton, and credit to us. Credit to us. We looked defensively strong. We didn't look like we were going to have a mess. Michael Keane didn't give himself any problems today, so credit to him. He's obviously, worked on that. Didn't lose his head. Mason Holgate, I thought, was fairly solid, so credit to Mason. I actually don't think Mason has done too bad under Rafa. I think he's looked worse with Michael Keane, but today they sorted it out. They looked good. Seamus Coleman, fantastic. Luca Dean, really good. Pickford, great save from a Pascal Gross free kick. Looks like it's going top corner, or he makes a great save. Then there was another opportunity where there's a free kick, it goes through the wall, he makes another good save. So there was lots of positives from Everton today, and I want to talk about a few as we go into it. First goal, halfway through the first half, and I'm looking at the Brighton team and I'm thinking, look, both teams are just counteracting each other. I thought Basuma was really solid for them. First half an hour, I thought he was getting on the ball really easily. He was keeping Richarlison out the game. I thought Calvert-Lewin was quiet, but we seemed to step it up. Doucouré was getting on the ball a little bit more. Allen was a little bit more sort of enforcement, just fucking going through people, nailing people, showing people what he's boss. And, as a result, we all of a sudden, we stepped up and we looked like a side that, quite honestly, can challenge the top four this season. We really looked like that side. We had everything. We were defensively solid. We were getting the ball out wide with ease. Demarai Gray was causing problems, and that's where the goal comes from. We win the ball back in the middle of the park. Demarai Gray carries the ball about 35, 40 yards. He beats a man and he slots it home with his left foot and makes it Everton 1-0. But even before then, there was chances. A ball was whipped across the box. Dominic Calvert-Lewin just couldn't get his foot on it. A chance by Doucouré, he skies it. A ball's played in the middle. Just after that, Calvert-Lewin has the chance. He gets through and he should pass it to Richarlison, who looks like he's got acres in the middle of the box, and he shoots. And it was in the end, it was a good half. We were nice and solid, nice and combative, and we did exactly what we needed to do to go in at half-time 1-0. Buzzing. The second half come, and we carry on. Allen and Doucouré, Rolls Royces in the middle of the park. Absolutely fantastic. Again, just clattering into people when people need it. Screaming, carrying the team when needed. Jordan Pickford's there when needed. Distribution was fairly good today. Andros Townsend's making a right nose of himself, really. He's getting in there. He's trying to deliver balls. He's constantly tricky. He's looking for that pass, and yeah, I thought we were fantastic. And again, really good football. Seamus Coleman on the right-hand side. He beats a man. He gets there. He beats a man. He gets pushed off the ball. And it's an Everton penalty. And that's when the drama starts. Richarlison picks up the ball. He fucking wants it. He wants that penalty. And he carries the ball away. Now, we know Calvert-Lewin has been designated Everton penalty taker. And Richarlison has an absolute meltdown on the pitch. He was unhappy. He was angry. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that moment in a minute, but Calvert-Lewin steps up, slots it home, goes exactly the same way he did last week, and the keeper guessed the right way again. But because he does it so accurate, he makes it 2-0 to Everton. And genuinely, it could have been more. Doucouré carries the ball, 70th minute, carries the ball, just doesn't pass to Richarlison. He could square it to Richarlison, make it 3-0, but he doesn't. He dilly-dallies, he shoots, good save, but the keeper goes to a corner. Again, it happens similar again. Down the left-hand side again, carrying the ball, goes into Andre Gomez, just can't quite get his feet adjusted. But honestly, Everton today could have won 5 or 6-0. It was a fantastic performance, and I'm going to say it, all them people in these comments that are Rafa out, what can you argue with that? 4 games, 3 wins, 1 draw. He won a game against a decent championship side with 10 men on the pitch. He knows what he's doing. You know, he brings on Andre Gomez. I think that will probably be his last appearance in an Everton shirt, and credit to him. You know, I wish him all the best in the future. Alex Iwobi comes up, looks a completely different player than what we had at times last season. Do not get me wrong. Alex Iwobi has these patches where he looks fantastic, and he did last season, and he is this season. I'm not blowing smoke up his arse. If he can keep it consistent, Alex Iwobi's proved me wrong. I said that last season, so bear with me on it. But all in all, really, really solid performance. Calvert-Lewin does go off with a thigh injury. We'll see how he goes with that. Who knows? Who knows? What I thought was interesting, and again, completely off the cuff, is at half-time, I always look at my Fantasy Premier League app. And I looked at the Premier League app, and it said that Calvert-Lewin wasn't available for next week, for the next game, because of a toe injury. He was still playing. So, I don't know where that come from, but it was really odd that all of a sudden he's injured, and I've just watched him for 45 minutes, played fine. But yeah, all in all, really, really happy performance. Now I'm going to talk about the penalty situation, and more to the point with Charlison. I don't understand why he was so desperate to take that penalty, and I have worries about why. And those worries are that maybe he wanted to score the last goal in an Everton shirt. I really genuinely do think that Real Madrid are trying to bluff PSG. And I really do think that PSG will give Everton an offer that they may struggle to turn down. Now, it's very late in the transfer window, but if you offer Everton £100 million, I think Richarlison leaves. I think that's an amount of money that Everton cannot ignore. And that's my concern. Was he so desperate to score in this game because he knows he's going, or he knows that there's something going on? I hope not. I just don't understand the meltdown. I don't get it. You'll see if you watch Match of the Day later, which of course you will, because Everton are currently sitting second in the league, I believe we are. But yeah, all in all, a very, very good game of football today from Everton, and I'm absolutely chuffed. I'm chuffed with where we're going. I'm chuffed with the direction. We've got Burnley at home next game. No reason we can't get another 3 points. You know, we've got a QPR in the Carabao Cup third round away at QPR, a game that Everton will fancy their chances. You know, there is a couple of tough games coming up. You know, we play Villa in a few weeks. I'm sure we've got a tough game against, I think it might be Man United or Manchester City coming up as well in a few weeks' time. Tough games. But Everton have shown they've gone away at Leeds and got a really good point. Could have won. We've gone to Brighton today and completely dominated. A team that had got 2 wins, 6 points. Did really well start this season. And Everton have gone there and completely dominated them. No complaints from me today whatsoever, not to anyone. My man of the match, it's actually difficult because ordinarily I possibly would have given it to Damari Gray because of his goal and his work rate today. But actually I'm going to give it to Alan, followed up by Seamus Coleman. I thought both of them today were absolutely fantastic at times. And to be honest, no player would have got less than a 7 today from me. I think everyone did their job. I think with Richarlison at times may have been a little bit easy to push off the ball, but look, I'm certainly not going to disrespect anyone. I thought it was a great performance. I'm really, really happy with it. And, you know, to the travelling Everton fans, they did fantastic today as always. They sang their heart out. You could hear it on the streams. You could hear it over the radio. You could hear it. It was just a fantastic performance, and it could have been more. It could have been more. It was free-flowing. It was aggressive. There was one move in the second half when Damari Gray picks up the ball. He 1-2s it with Decore, gets the ball back. He then 1-2s it with Iwobi. And honestly, if it wasn't for a fantastic block by Duffy, we make it 3-0. And it would have been, honestly, an absolutely titillating goal. It would have been absolutely sensational. And you know, the dynamic of Everton changed, the zonal awareness of Everton have changed, the ability to be so combative in the middle of the park has changed. Everton just looked a completely different side than what ended the end of last season, and I know there's always a new manager bounce. I get that. I'm certainly not blowing smoke up Rafa's arse, but what I am going to say is I'm very, very pleased with the lads, with Rafa Benitez. I'm really happy with the recruitment. I think the two players that we brought in are causing problems. You know, Andros Townsend got the winner against Huddersfield midweek. Damari Gray, again, scores another goal today, sets us on our way again today. You know, last week he puts us 2-1 up in front. You know, Everton are doing really well. Calvert-Lewin's got 3 for the season now so far. Would I have liked Richarlison to score? Absolutely. If this is his last game in a blue shirt, then yeah, I would have loved him to have stepped up and took that penalty. And actually, I have no issue with Richarlison taking the odd penalty here and there. You know, if he wants goals to be confident, then fucking let him have them. You know, I want this Everton side to be just a complete team, and today I felt it was a complete team, bar 2 stupid minutes from Richarlison, which I'll forgive him for because I love him. So, who cares? So yeah, guys, look, I'm leaving it there. Absolutely fantastic. I will be on tomorrow with Callum to discuss the game in a little bit more detail as well and sort of go over it in an analysis. So yeah, guys, enjoy. I'll see you soon. Peace.